Hey everyone, I wanted to hop on real quick to talk about Banished by Blaze and where we're going from here. First of all, thank you so much to everyone who's been tuning in, sharing your thoughts, and getting messy with me through the Traitors. You all make all of this so much fun. However, let's be real. Season 2 of The Traitors had me completely hooked. I was all in. I experienced my first Traitors boner, and I found out that The Traitors was my new love language last year, season 2. But season 3, it's just not hitting. It's actually straight up trash. And you all know me, I don't fake the funk. If I'm not feeling something, I'm not going to waste my time forcing it. I always want to bring content that I'm genuinely passionate about. And unfortunately, The Traitors isn't doing it for me anymore. So if you don't want any spoilers, now is the time to go. You can leave. You're banished. Be gone. Because I'm going to talk about spoilers from the last episode. And I have some videos to share with you. And I heard something about a little secret, maybe a little violation of an NDA. We'll get to that. But yes, if you're on Instagram, join us over here on YouTube so you can join our chat. Okay, so as a #1 unscripted series in the US, I'm still mad. Oh, how could you do this to me? Oh, I hear the Traitors song by Olivia Rodrigo playing in my head. Okay, I'm going to go through the cast who's been murdered and banished to date. First, we have Dorinda Medley. Obviously, that was a huge mistake. She was the first one murdered. Then Wells Adams was banished. Still don't really know who he is. Chanel Ian was murdered. Huge mistake. Big mistake. This is like the reason why. And you know who did all this? The Traitors. So we can blame all the Traitors. Then we had Tony, who was banished, who cried on his way out. Rob, you betrayed me. Rob didn't do anything to you, Tony. Get a grip. Aren't you a gamer? A big bad gamer? Yeah, I'm pissed. I'm pissed at the Traitors season 3. Then we lost Jeremy, who actually, I feel like he seemed like a pretty cool guy. So another mistake, but actually, you know what? It probably was good because he's from like Survivor. So he's pretty cutthroat and considers himself a gamer. So bye-bye. Get lost. Then they banished Bob, the drag queen. Everyone thought this was a huge power move by Boston Rob. Oh, please. Dylan set it up. Let's not give Rob all this like praise. It wasn't that big of a move. Sorry. I didn't really get any Traitors, chub, or boner. Nothing. Fuzzy Puff said, Traitors don't cry. Come on. There's no crying in the Traitors. Actually, there's a lot of crying in the Traitors, which I love. I just love that this game is like one big social experiment. It's everything. And I know I'm saying like I hate the Traitors and everything, but I don't. I still love this show, but I just don't want to cover it anymore because I'm so annoyed. So annoyed. Next, we have Robin Dixon, who was murdered. Nobody cared at all. Like, you send Bravo people. Can't talk. If you send Bravo people, you need to send someone better than Robin Dixon. They literally did not even care when she got murdered. They metaphorically just walked over her dead body. They didn't even care. Oh, then we had Nikki Garcia. She was banished. That was an emotional one, but also like I just wasn't that exciting. I don't know. They killed Bob Harper because he was on to Boston Rob. Boston Rob's game is so basic and boring to me. I don't know. I know he's got this huge fan base and everyone loves him. I would have voted him out immediately. Fuzzy Puff said no one cared about Robin. They should send the Bravo husbands. Oh my God, who would they send if they sent the Bravo husbands? You know what? Send Joe Giudice. He's not allowed in the US, but he can go to Scotland. Oh my God. Send Dolores's ex-husband, Frank. Oh my God, Frank. I feel like he would hurt himself on a mission. All right, let's get back to our list, our cast this season. Bob Harper was like, I was kind of enjoying him. He was sassy. He was like getting mad at people during missions. He was talking smack at the round tables. He yelled, fuck, when Alan was like, okay, time's up. And Bob Harper yelled fuck really, really loud. I thought it was funny. Then Wes was banished. Wes is from The Challenge, and he also was on House of Villains. He did an awful job on House of Villains, and it's his ego that gets him every time, because in House of Villains the same thing happened. He could have gotten to the end and maybe won House of Villains if his ego didn't get to him, because that one guy, the Peck guy, whatever, he just was getting so pissed at that guy that he was like, fine. He's like, fine, whatever, let's go. You and me, whatever. If he just like played it cool, he would have gotten away with it. Same with this round table when he got banished. If he didn't say, I'm coming for you, if you vote me, if I don't get voted out, I'm coming for you, like, why would you say that? So he did it to himself. Hi, Grace. I would have voted Wes out immediately if I could, because he's not to be trusted. There were way too many gamers in this season. I think I'm already coming to a conclusion before we go through the cast, but I think next season they may need to do a mix of normies and reality stars, because this, whatever's going on with Britney and Danielle, whatever history they have, I don't care about it. Don't bring it into the Traitors. God, that, like, Danielle, what are you doing? You're the worst traitor ever by being faithful to a faithful. It's so weird. Like, grow up. I'm tired of the gamers too. Grace, we're going to get to that thing that we heard about Danielle. We'll get there. Derek was murdered. He's a cop, and he laid out exactly what went down with Boston Rob. So, of course, Boston Rob is going to kill him. And he even knew it. He was like, I won't be here tomorrow, probably. Then finally, after Derek was murdered, finally, Rob was banished. And I felt a lot of relief, but at the same time, as soon as he left, I was like, oh man, that kind of sucks. Like, I don't really like how this game is going. So it's just a losing game this season. Chriselle was murdered. She played a pretty good game. She tried. Sierra was banished. That pissed me off so bad. That's when I was really starting to get upset. And here, spoilers from the last episode. Sam was murdered. Carolyn was banished. That's when I called it. I'm like, put a fork in me. I'm done. They murdered Sam. I don't want to be rooting for Tom Sandoval. And he is the most entertaining person on this cast, aside from Carolyn, who they wind up banishing. And I'm pissed about it. However, Carolyn, she made a huge mistake. She messed up big time in the mission. Again, ego is getting to these people. She should not have put her name down as one of the answers for the questions that the Traitors had to ask or answer before they played the game. She put herself in a vulnerable situation. Bad move. And of course, Danielle took that opportunity to jump on her and run with it. And then the way that she was pretending, she was on the floor shaking and crying. They had to like lift her up. Like, come on. This is like so embarrassing. Ugh, I blame Danielle because I really liked Carolyn. I feel like she played the game as a traitor the best way out of all the traitors. Like, she played how I would want to play. And I'm annoyed at Danielle. So here's the spoilers. Allegedly, this one. Okay, wait. Actually, before we get there, I'm going to run through who's left. We got Britney. We have Gabby. I freaking love Gabby. We have Tom Sandoval. We cannot let Tom Sandoval win. We have Dolores, but she was on Watch What Happens Live last night. So does that mean she's out? Did she get murdered? Because they seem to be putting whoever gets murdered from the Traitors, they put them on Watch What Happens Live in the same week. Like, we're not stupid. Ugh. And then, of course, we have Dylan and Ivor. Ivor is like, has anyone even noticed he's been playing this game? Ugh. Anyways, the Traitors. We have Danielle left. All right, so here's this blind item or spoiler, whatever you want to call it. Allegedly, Danielle broke her NDA and told Britney that she was a traitor. And that's against the rules. I don't know how that's going to play out, but they're filming the reunion right now. The other spoiler that I think we're supposed to find out during the reunion, which is going to air on March 6th, my birthday. It's going to be after the finale. But the other rumor is that Danielle swore on her grandchildren's lives that she was not a traitor, which is just, I mean, this is a game, and we've seen this be done before by, what's his name? Johnny Fairplay on Survivor. He said his grandmother died and like she didn't die. Did he win? He was on House of Villains. I don't know if it was season 1 or season 2. I think it was season 1 with Omarosa. But anyways, I'm getting off track again. Yo, Danielle's the worst. I'm just like, after they banished Carolyn, I'm like, I cannot watch this anymore. I mean, I'm going to watch it, but I can't cover it anymore. Anyways, Carolyn is also pissed. Carolyn released a video on social media, and I'm going to play it with my raw reaction because I haven't watched it yet. Out of anger, I want to save it for you all.
Scotland, I kept a journal, and I wrote a bunch of poems. So here's one of them. Imagine loving this show and being so excited to have fun and play this game, and then you show up with your JCPenney hat wanting to play hard. I get it, girl, but we're not the same. They say that expectations will leave you frustrated and sad. I didn't expect to be around constant shaking and crying. So yeah, I guess that was my bad. You're not just a traitor. You're keeping Visine in business too. JK, girl, I hope that those Big Brother fans are proud of you. Good game.
Oh my God. Carolyn. Did she make that hat? By the way, if you're just listening on the podcast, Carolyn is wearing some crazy looking hat, and it looks like she made it. Did she take a pot, like for a plant, and put fabric around it? Yo, this is why I love her. This is why I love her. Oh my gosh. Carolyn. And like I said, so the reunion is filming right now. And I already said I don't really like Boston Rob, but what makes me not like him even more is Dylan Efron's boner for him. It's gross and so annoying. This morning, I wake up, I look at my phone, and I see this video. I'm not going to play the sound for copyright reasons, but it says, when you find that friend who will pick you up from the airport, it's Dylan Efron smiling and driving. He opens the door, and it's Boston Rob with his luggage at the airport, and they're hugging. Dylan jumped on him. Ugh. So annoying. This is a game. Like, actually, this part doesn't bother me. It's how much he fangirled over Boston Rob during the game that skewed his judgment. And that's why I don't like Dylan Efron or Boston Rob, because he played a basic game. But anyways, what else? The only interesting thing left for me in this game is this whole seer thing. And so apparently whoever wins the next mission becomes the seer. We haven't seen this before in the US. But apparently they've done this in other franchises, I think in the UK. And apparently the seer can ask anyone if they're a traitor or faithful, and that person has to tell the truth. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how they're going to use that. I want to know what you all think. Let's see. I'm going to go to the comments. I wanted Carolyn to win. Seriously. Max said, hello, the Traitors were not a great group. They were supposed to work together. I know they hated each other. Grace said she's going to be roasted at the reunion tonight. Dude, if she cries during the reunion, I'm going to be pissed. Max said, wow, all also on Sandoval anniversary. I know. So annoyed. By the way, March 3rd will be 2 years since Sandoval. Grace said, not my grandkids, though, right? I would never. Who does that? Oh, my God. Is it worse? Is it worse to swear on your grandkids' lives if you're not telling the truth, or your grandparents' lives? Or is it the same level? Max said, hilarious when her hat fell off, talking about Carolyn. She's so unhinged, hilarious. Grace said, I will always love Rob. Oh, yes. Max, Carolyn is still unhinged. Oh my God. I can't wait to see how she does on the reunion. All right. So that's pretty much it. With that said, well, one more thing I want to mention. I'm basically calling haggis on this season. I'm banishing myself. I'm over it. This season is not doing it for me. I am Traitors impotent. I need a Traitors Viagra because it's not doing it for me, and I'm upset. So I'm haggising out of here. And if you remember from last season, because I loved it so much, I made a haggis hat that I wear all the time because I live by haggis. That is my lifestyle, haggis. Just kidding. But with that said, I've decided that this is going to be the final Banished by Blaze live stream. No drama, no big dramatic exit. I just don't believe in spending my time on things that don't bring me joy. However, this doesn't mean I'm going anywhere. If you love my content, make sure you follow and tune in to Bravo and Blaze with Jenny Blaze, covering all the Bravo drama, pop culture mess, and whatever else we feel like talking about. Also, I'm in the middle of some exciting moves behind the scenes. I'm working on new partnerships, and I'm focusing on growing Jenny Blaze Media into something even bigger. So trust me, there's more to come. And listen, I love to hear from you. What do you want to see next? Drop your thoughts in the comments, DM me, or reply wherever you're watching this. I'm always open to fresh ideas and new ways to make this fun for all of us. So yeah, Banished by Blaze was fun while it lasted, but we're on to bigger and better things. I appreciate every single one of you who tuned in, and I hope to see you over on Bravo and Blaze and whatever else comes next. Make sure you're following, subscribed, and keeping up because trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Stay lit.